the Blue record or the Commodores record in '77. I'll never forget that. I was just starting high school, and I mean, you guys just ruled the airwaves with that record, and had Brick House, of course, and all the songs are great, but the hits, Easy and Zoom, great track.
Yes.
They're all great, but those three in particular were the ones that really got the airplay.
Yes,
How did you guys have any inkling that you were gonna like hit it, you know, with all 8 cylinders to such magnitude with that record?
Well, you know, to be honest with you, we were really feeling our oats, if you will. I mean, we were, the swagger was there. But at the same time, we managed to keep our feet on the ground, and we still had the wherewithal to use our little group that we would use to get a consensus of what to put on the album, you know, and we would still go back to Tuskegee, and staying grounded, I think, was the thing that was very, very crucial for us, because even though we had the success, you know, with Sweet Love and Just to Be Close and all of this, and now we're headlining and, you know, and touring now, we're formidable in the live concert, and in fact, acts are now saying, "Wow, well, we don't know if we want to follow these guys. We, you know, if anything, we'll go on first and let them come on after us." So the fan base was like just, and we were seeing now a crossover audiences in our live shows, which was like, wow, okay. It's one thing to have a crossover song being played on radio, but it's another thing to have the fans actually come to see you live. And so we knew that we had to step up our game to the next level, and that it was going to be, if we could do this, that it would be a home run, because now, you know, Motown was all sold now on us as being, you know, the act that could not only take the label, but just, we got to get behind these guys. And so, but at the same time, now you're starting to get a little things is happening internally that causes you to be like, oh man, well, you know, even though we got all of this going, we got to be careful, because we don't want to destroy any of the stuff that has gotten us to this point with egos and or with, you know, so and then you have a manager who is feeling his oats too, because, you know, the cigars and everything. Hey man, you know, I told you guys, you know, we were gonna do this. We could do this. So, and then you got lawyers now. Everybody's got different lawyers, you know, different you know, managers, business managers, or whatever.
Much more complicated.
Yeah, it's getting a little complicated here, you know what I mean? So how do you now make sure in the midst of all of this that you don't lose the record? Mm-hmm. And so sometimes it's good to revert back when you got stuff like that going on. And then, of course, that's what we did. We had closed sessions, because now, we got to try to keep out the outside noise, But when I look back at all of that, all of that played a part in this record being so great. Why in the world would anybody put chains on me? I paid my dues to make it. Everybody wants me to be what they want me to be. I'm not happy when I try to fake it. Those lyrics wouldn't have never come, had it not been for circumstances, like meetings and everybody trying to put demands on you here and there, and all you want to do is make music. You know what I mean? So when you can use all of those circumstances that are around you to galvanize the creativity and if you can channel it in a way where it's like, okay, you know what? This got to be the biggest smash that we put together, period. And scrutinizing it from that perspective and kicking out stuff that, it was okay, but it's not gonna make the record, man. I'm sorry. In fact, Brick House was the last song. Everybody was kind of like, phew, this album has taken much longer than we thought. And, gosh, I can't wait to get out of here, get back to Tuskegee, or get back to where we're supposed to be, or blah, blah.
Well, at least you didn't have to think of a title for the record, though.
That's right. That's right. That's exactly right.
Well, I mean, you took a risk too, in a little bit, because Easy had a country flavor to it, but it got over,
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And see, these are the things that we were strategic about. And that is, okay, we've crossed over into the pop. Now, what else can we do? Let's infiltrate the country market. So, that was intentional.
Timing plays a role too, though, I think, in all this. At the time, I couldn't figure out really why Brick House crossed over so much, but yet Fancy Dancer, Slippery When Wet, and those cuts didn't. It's just like the right time, because really that track is just as funky as those other ones.
That's true. That's true.
Before it crossed over to pop, it was just another great Commodores funk song.
That is so true. That is so true. Timing, you're right. Timing is everything,